Yesterday afternoon I went out and checked some beans, and with all the rain we've gotten, I could squish them in my fingers. So it's going to be a few days before I even can start cutting beans again. About 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon, I decided to switch the combine over and cut some corn. First I went out and picked 6 random ears, hand shelled them, and they shelled great. Moisture was right. So I went out there, started cutting. I cut a truckload, and I thought, you know what, this is going so smoothly, I'll just cut a second truckload, leave it in the grain cart. I did that. I trucked the load down this morning, and my moisture is just a tad high. Now granted, I cut headlands off with this load, and your headlands are normally going to be a little wetter, especially around the tree lines where they were. I was expecting it, but it was at 19.2% moisture. So we got docked pretty hard. We got docked 40 bushels off this load. So I'm going to go home, fill the truck up with fuel because I'm running low, and then I'm going to unload the grain cart into the truck and bring that down and see what that tests out, because that's like the middle of the field. And if it's docked the same way, then I might just shut her down and hold off on cutting corn. I don't know. We'll see. Fueling. 105 gallons. Not bad. I can't see anything because of the sun. Garbage. There. Now I can see without squinting my eyes. The new grain cart definitely has a learning curve to it. Because that's a full semi-load in the grain cart, to even it out from front to back is very hard and gauge it. So like this trailer's like loaded heavier in the front than it is the back, but it is what it is. I'm not going to hand shovel it. I just dumped my second load. My second load was at 18.6 on moisture, and they docked me another 40 bushel off this truck. So I think we're going to shut down cutting corn today, because it's not worth getting docked 40 bushel. At $4 a corn, that's 160 bucks. So yeah, I think we're gonna wait. Well, that's sure disappointing. I was really hoping we could just be like start cutting corn. I do need to pull the chisel plow off the big tractor and hook it up to the disc, but I don't have that field done finished cutting off, so there's really no rush to do that. I don't know. I'm sure there's something that needs to be done here. Sorry, I got busy helping somebody sight in one of those bang bang things with a scope on it. I'm gonna go out and check beans now. I really doubt that I'm going to be cutting beans today. In fact, I'm positive I'm not going to be cutting beans today. But if they are considerably drier than what they were yesterday, then I could probably switch the combine over and cut beans tomorrow. That's my thinking. I don't know where the beans are at. If the beans are the same as they were yesterday afternoon, then I'm not going to be doing nothing for a few days. So let's find out. This is the next bean field I'm going to be cutting. It's some of our worst beans that we have. They're really short. They didn't get the rain that everybody else did around. And there's weed pressure over there. Don't look over there. It's embarrassing. But these beans are very, very short. And if you look, like, they're not even knee high, and the top of the plants are missing bean pods. So this is the field I checked yesterday, and I literally could take a bean and just smash it in my fingers. But there's heavy deer pressure here. I mean, you can see, look at deer all over this thing, and they're eating it like crazy. Pod's not shelling well. They're drying down fast. Drying down real fast. I might be able to start cutting this tomorrow. Morning! Well, you know it's morning because, well, I said it's morning and the sun's over there and not over there. This is the next day. After checking the beans yesterday, I took the rest of the day off. I went home, relaxed. My wife and I went and did a little grocery shopping. We went to the Costco. And then we went to, where else did we go? We went to 2 stores. I can't remember what stores. Costco and somewhere else. Anyway, I believe I'm going to be able to cut beans this afternoon. We got a heavy frost last night, so the frost has got to burn off. And then I should be able to cut. Which means I'm walking back in the field behind the barn back here to get the combine. I need to take the combine up to the barn. I need to switch it back over to beans because corn is just a little too wet to cut. It needs to be greased, so I'm going to do that while it's here at the farm. And then on the bean head, the yellow pieces of poly underneath the bean head, I got 2 of them that are loose. And I figure while it's here and I got a minute, I'm going to lift the head off, grind off those rivets and put some new rivets in there, and then put it back on the header cart and take it out to the field. So today is this morning is get everything ready for beans and then wait for beans to dry down to cut them. You get it, don't you? I'm out of breath because I had to climb that hill and I'm fat. You see the sun where it's hitting right there? Obviously I did not park the combine in the correct position in the morning or in the evening for the morning for the frost to burn off the windows. My bad. Now we wait. It's already starting to melt. Look at that. It's amazing, the power of the sun. I figured while I was waiting for everything to clear off, I could get my computer settings back to soybeans. There's a couple of them I have to do while the machine is running, but I can do that once I get it over there. So I think we're ready to go drop this on the header cart and take the combine up to the barn. There is a handful of things outside the machine that needs to be changed to go from corn to soybeans. This drum has to get lowered. Do that by these pins in here, one on each side. Drop the drum down for the throat. Around back, we have to flip this diverter here up for the straw chopper. The knives in the straw chopper have to go up. These knives here slide up inside for the straw chopper. Straw chopper has to get put in high speed instead of low speed. That's pretty much it as far as switching things around. We do need to grease this machine while it's here. It's got like 3/4 of a tank of fuel, but I'm going to top it off while it's here. I have to drop the hopper up there to go down the road because that's too tall. And then, in theory, this should be ready to go cut beans. I've got, between all of that, doing all of that, it's going to take me about an hour and a half. So I think I'm going to clean the windows while it's here. The whole machine is filthy. It needs to be washed, but I'm not going to do it now because, you know, it's like nasty. Look at this. That's the way the entire machine is. The whole machine. Look at the black streaks up there. See that? Yeah, this thing. That's the one thing I hate doing is because you got to blow the combine off with air first, and you spend several hours doing that, getting everything up in here, out, and then power wash it. And power washing takes several hours to do. It's like close to 2 days of just cleaning this machine to put it away for winter. But at any rate, I'm gonna get cracking on this. Yeah, I'm gonna do all my settings to get her back to soybeans. I'm gonna grease it, fill it with fuel. While it's filling with fuel, I'll drop the hopper because that's why I'll be up there all at once, and then we should be good to go. Oh yeah, we're gonna do the head too. Once the combine's done, I'm gonna pull the header cart around, pull the head off, fix those couple pieces of poly needs fixed, grease the head, put it back on the header cart, then we'll be good to go. Duh. All right. Got the combine ready to go. Full of fuel, full of DEF. It's greased. The hopper's down. I had to adjust the tire pressure on the grain cart. I greased the head. I fixed the poly pieces that were broken on the head. So now I'm hauling the head over to the next field. That way I can get the gates open and get the head parked in the field, and then come back and get the combine and the grain cart and the semi and so on and so forth. It's the great move right now. And hopefully by the time I move everything, it'll be dry enough to start cutting. I got everything moved out there, stabbed into the field. The beans are too wet. They're at like 16%. I need them 15 or less. So I'm gonna give them today to dry down. I'm gonna go home, relax, visit with some family, and give them today to dry down, and we'll hit her hard tomorrow. So I think I'm gonna end the video here because it's enough of me doing basically nothing on one video, and kind of go from there. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you in the next one.